Mr. Smith, many of us were here on January 6th and directly experienced what happened. Yet some of my colleagues across the aisle still insist that Trump had no role in the violence. In videos of the raging battle against our brave Capitol Police officers, many rioters were screaming things like, "We were invited here by the president." Mr. Smith, did your investigation uncover evidence that some of the rioters had gone to the Capitol because they really believed the president had invited them there?
There were, I believe there's video of rioters saying, in fact, that, and as we pled in the indictment, the knowing lies that Donald Trump put out in the weeks leading up to that led to a level of distrust, and he ultimately knew that the crowd at the Capitol, or at the Ellipse, I should say, was angry before he told them to march toward the Capitol.
And we've seen report after report of rioters who have said that if Donald Trump had not convinced them that the election had been stolen, they might not have even come to Washington. I'm going to share some quotes from some of those rioters. "I believed I was following up on the instructions of former President Trump," one rioter said about going to the Capitol. "I marched to the U.S. Capitol because President Trump said to do so," another said. "He personally asked for me to come that day," said another. Can you give us a few examples of Trump's rhetoric and language that inspired people to go to the Capitol believing that they were going on the president's direct order?
One instance I can recall is during the speech he gave to his supporters, and in context, his supporters, he told them to come to Washington, D.C. and be wild. He was on notice that they were angry, and he told that crowd, "We can't let this happen." And he told them that, my recollection is multiple times, at a time when there was nothing that could be done to stop the outcome of the election but to obstruct it. In addition to that, he told them when there is fraud, you can go by different rules. And my recollection is there is a videotape of when he's making these sort of statements and he's saying that they need to fight if they want to save their country. There are, in fact, people in the crowd chanting, "Fight for Trump." That all happened during the Ellipse speech before people headed towards the Capitol and the Capitol was attacked.
And did your investigation find any of the rioters trying to use Trump's words and calls to action as a defense in the criminal cases against them? I can read you something from your special counsel report.
I was just going to say, I think we cited a number of rioters who ultimately admitted that they had committed their crimes at the behest and in the name of Donald Trump.
Okay. And it happened several times, and many of those accounts are on page 86 and page 87 of the special counsel report. Even the lawyer for Jacob Chansley, also known as the QAnon shaman, highlighted that his words, how the words affected his client. He heard the words of the president, he believed them, he genuinely believed them, and he thought that the president was actually going to walk with them to the Capitol. For my final question, Mr. Smith, do you believe that Donald Trump motivated and was responsible for the violence that occurred on that day?
Yes, as we stated in our report, the results of our investigation following the facts and following the law was that he was the person most responsible for what happened at the Capitol, and that he caused what would happen at the Capitol, and that it was foreseeable to him.